Hey everybody, welcome to Smashing Game Time. We are two brothers that like to play video games. I am your host, Nick. I am joined, as always, by my brother Josh, who seems to be sniffing a brownie right now. Oh, your Steam Deck controller.
For some reason, Steam, when they make something, which probably is the only reason why I buy the Steam machine, it smells amazing.
Did you buy the Steam? Did you buy the Steam box?
No,
Okay, that's expensive.
I can't afford. I
That's
can't
expensive.
afford that. I can't. I'm poor.
I did see that controller snaps onto the side of the Steam box.
Yeah, it's a faceplate that you can get.
It's pretty neat. It's pretty cool.
It's actually my first time pulling this out, but yeah, you're able to attach the little charger to it.
I do want to hold it. I haven't held it yet. I need to come over and hold it for a little bit. Like it's your
I've literally
your baby.
I've literally kept it in the box, waiting for you to smell it and feel it before I touch it.
Probably smells like a Steam Deck if I had to guess.
Yeah, 100%.
I was playing the Steam Deck earlier today, and I sniff those vents. I'm sorry. I know they tell you not to, but I do sniff those vents.
I mean, it's not a terrible smell. Like, I'm not saying like it's the greatest thing ever, but it's not terrible. It's like gasoline, like a quick whiff of it. You're like, I know this is bad, but it feels right.
When my last brain cell goes, and they're like, "Well, the issue is he's been sniffing the Steam Deck vents." I'd be like, "Yeah, it was worth it, Doc. It was worth it."
It was. I mean,
It
if
doesn't
someone made us,
I was playing Alan Wake on it, and usually when you're playing a game that like takes a little more oomph, it gets really hot, and you can kind of feel. It was running cool. It's been running cool out lately.
that's pretty good. I mean, especially with with older games. I have yet to try a very heavy, intensive game since I've switched out my back. I got the purple Game Boy Color see-through back,
Ooh,
and it has an extra copper plate on the where the vents are.
have you put that on yet?
Oh yeah, I already put it on.
Do you have it near you? I kind
Right
of just
behind me, I'm pretty sure.
I
Yeah.
kind of just want to see it. Go ahead and pull.
Well,
Go ahead,
go ahead and talk while I
whip
pull
it
it real
out.
quick.
So while Josh is doing that, today's episode we are doing the first part of the Iron Harvest Book Club. Today we'll be talking about the Polania campaign. So that's the first 7 missions, first 7 or 6. I've lost count by now. And before that, we'll talk about other games that we're playing, do some news, and we'll do a meme. So yeah, typical episode with a little book club tacked onto the end. And guys, I still owe you my game of the year list so far. Got to do that. I have started it. I just need to go and grab some screenshots and finish it. And I'm sure Josh is further along than me. Oh, here he comes. Here he comes with the Steam Deck. His Game Boy purple Steam Deck.
Okay, I'm back.
I was just telling them I still owe them my game of the year so far list.
I do too.
But I have started. Ooh. Ooh, baby, do you know what that's worth? Ooh, heaven is a place on earth.
Yeah, so right there,
Heaven.
it's extra copper.
Yeah.
That's why it's black.
And then can you flip
Just
Can you flip it around? Can we see the front? Or is it's just normal front?
So yeah, if you want to get the front, it's extra. So I haven't bought it yet. I will eventually though, because I kind of want. Now that it's on the back, I'm like,
how much is it to do the front?
I think it was 40 for the front, 30 for the back.
It's not bad. I like it. I personally would want the purple to be a little lighter, maybe a little more see-through. But I like.
Well, see, this is just like the J. What's it called? Jasons.
I've heard it both ways.
Yeah, so it's that brand. So I was like, okay, there is I don't know if it's custom. There is a brand kind of like the one who does, like, if you watch any YouTuber who's like D brand, they do have like a D brand type thing where they let you send in what you want, and they do make a actual acrylic see-through.
Yeah,
it looks more like the Nintendo 64. Like remember how they did like their colors and it was kind of see-through?
Yeah, they had all the different colors. Yeah, a lot of neon colors.
Yes, they do those, and I was like, that's tempting too. But they were a little more expensive. It was like 120, 125.
Yeah, that's too much for my blood.
Yeah, I was like, I mean, obviously, I'm one of the lucky ones. I got mine when it first came out, and I got yours pretty damn cheap too. So it's like we hit the jackpot before all this shit went to hell.
Yeah, because now you can now you really you gotta go in some back alleys and pull out a few extra hundreds to get one.
Hell, probably drop the pants or open your mouth.
Drop the pants or open the mouth. I was looking for, so apparently Asha, not Asha, whatever her name, Xbox CEO, was apparently talking about Elder Scrolls 6 today while Bethesda was on strike. I was just looking to see if I could find a picture of it, but it
No.
might be on Kotaku.
I mean, I feel for her to some extent.
Here
She's
it is.
coming into a shit show.
Here it is. Hey, you work for Microsoft. I don't feel bad for you.
Right. No, I don't
Uh,
feel that bad.
Live playthrough of the Elder Scrolls 6 this morning. The scale and grandeur are incredible. The story is even greater. And then there's a censor here because I guess like they haven't announced the subtitle, so she like censored the subtitle, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 letters long. So for those who know the realms of Elder Scrolls, I guess you could probably guess it. I don't know it.
Is it so? Does it say like Elder Scrolls 6 and then it's
Yeah,
redacted?
redacted. Yep. And then let's see. Xbox boss Asha Sharma says Elder Scrolls 6 looks great. So stop talking about that giant rat outside of Bethesda office. Well, she didn't say the second part, but they're paraphrasing over on Kotaku.
Sounds like you're on Kotaku right now.
And then Polygon didn't even report it. Polygon's doing a lot more lists. Are they the ones that are owned by Valnet now?
I'm pretty sure they are. Yes.
Every other day I end up on Polygon. It's like, oh, like 10 games that you could probably play in the toilet right now if you open up your phone, or this hot movie starring Tom Cruise just dropped on Netflix. And it's like, just fucking tell me what it is in the headline, bro.
No, they want that clickbait, baby. They want you to click on it.
I get it. Clickbait. Yeah. Switch 2's got just one of the decade's best Souls likes. Doesn't tell you the name.
No, speaking of things that people hate, you know what I hate more on short form videos?
What's that?
People who are like, oh, we're going to talk about this really cool game, this really cool new game that just came out. And then you find out it's a game that's actually going 1.0, so it's not actually come out. It's like it's already been out. They're just finally dropping the 1.0 update.
I hate folks with the YouTube voice. I do hate folks that new games. It's kind of like back in the day when you would hear, like when I got Spotify, I remember one time living up in Chicago. This is probably like 10 years ago. Dominic Fike had that song 3 Nights. You know it, right? 3 nights at the... Well, I remember, Spotify would be listening to it. And then I listened to FM radio for the first time and like living up there a few months after that song came out. And I remember the radio station was like, we got that brand new Dominic Fike. And I remember thinking like, oh, cool. He's already got a new song out. And it was 3 Nights. I was like, are you guys that far behind? Are you guys that far behind? Oh my God. So yeah, I agree. When someone on YouTube or TikTok's like, brand new game, it's like, well, technically yes, because it's 1.0, but also folks have been playing this for a while.
That's my beef though, is it's not a new game. If you said, hey, there's this newer game that just dropped its 1.0 update, yeah, got me. I'm listening because I got excited. I mean, the ones today that really got me, I was like listening to it, and I was like, oh, I'm interested. It's a zombie game. Okay, it's basically an extraction shooter, and you go in, and basically, if you get bit once, you lose your character forever, and all that. And I was like, this sounds dope as hell. No More Room in Hell 2. That game has been out for... Here, let's just go to the Steam store and see what it says.
Josh, what you're forgetting about these YouTubers and TikTokers is their algorithm sluts. Like they have to use all the buzzwords and everything to trick people into being like, oh my God, I need to listen. I need to get sucked into this whole video. And I've been reading up on like the things people do to like make stuff stand out.
It irks me.
Between the books and like the subreddits and the blog post. And I'm just like, yeah, man, like I'll click on a post every once in a while where it's someone saying like, why doesn't my stuff stand out? Why am I not getting good click-through rate? Why is this? And there's always like some schmarmy asshole that's like, well, why are people watching? Why would they watch? Why would they stay? And it's just like, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. You're just repeating some shit that you read in a book. Because I've read the books. I've seen it. I've seen what they say in the book. You're just repeating what you read in the books. Literally all the advice you get on that shit. And I'm telling, if you're thinking of starting a podcast, I'm not going to be one of those assholes who's like, don't do it. I will be one of those assholes that say, "Hey, have a plan. Know what you're gonna do." Because now, like, you know how I used to get guests from podcast guest exchange?
Hmm.
Every other request on that subreddit now is, "Hey, I'm starting a podcast. If you have an interesting story, I'd love to have you on." And I'm like, I saw like 5 of those in a week, and I was like, "No," and they're all different people. I was like, "No, no, that's not how this works. That's not how this works. You're not gonna
No.
scrub people for their stories. You have to have a thing that you're doing." And sure, are we doing a tried and true format that other gaming podcasts have done? Yes, yes, but we're making it ours, and we're doing it for fun, and we're
So
enjoying
I
our
feel like
time.
how the young couples on House Hunters say it, we are putting what's the phrasing they use? We're putting character into it, our
If
character into it.
if I ever end up on a HGTV like House Hunter show, I'm gonna be the most obnoxious buyer and be like, "Well, I'm a gaming podcaster, and she watches birds for fun."
You're gonna love this. You're gonna love this one then. So obviously, Andy's a basic white girl. She watches
She
House Hunters,
your wife's a book talker, yeah, basic as it
yes,
gets.
basic as it gets. So at lunch, no joke, every lunchtime she has to watch a House Hunters. I don't know why. Don't care. Don't want to find out.
You're not gonna get her fired for saying all this, are you? Ah, she's on summer break, isn't she?
Well, she's on some break, so it
That's
won't
right.
matter. So she's watching this one, and the wife was a quality assurance like person for a game developer.
Okay.
Didn't specify what. It didn't specify what,
Okay, so she's
but
she's QA, yeah.
yeah. And on the side, she developed games,
Okay.
and it showed one of her developed games. And I'm like, honestly, you're doing more than I am, so I'm not going to judge one bit. But it was very much a um,
Was it
endless runner.
okay, that's fine.
Yeah, no judgment there. It's like, okay, that's cool. Yeah, he did nothing. He was a stay-at-home dad for the 2 cats, and he made cat food.
Stay-at-home dad for the cats. You know what? I'm not gonna judge their living arrangement. Um,
You will when you want to know how
you
much they're willing to spend.
you really well, how much is she making? She can't be making that much in QA unless she's, like, higher up, I guess.
They were, I'm gonna tell you right now, there was no senior, there was no vice. I mean, there was nothing. It was just quality assurance.
And, how much for a house?
750 grand.
I don't know, maybe at that point, I'm like, "Okay, did someone come into some money? Did a parent die?"
She's a single parent. He married her when her kid was like 13, and they're
So
now
she
empty nesters.
so she's further along in her career. They're older. They're older.
He was like, I'd say they're like in their mid to late 40s.
Yeah, they're older, so they've got a little money tucked away.
She might. I don't know what the fuck he did.
He might have had a job before he was a stay-at-home cat dad. Whatever,
Sure. I'm
whatever.
just throwing it out there. Like those things, I see those. They happen, and it's like,
And I
I
re
don't care if you won the lottery.
and I just realized I called Andy like the basic
No,
basic book talker, but I'm saying
she
I'm
is.
saying that
She
as a
is.
white guy with a gaming podcast. Like I look, I realize I might as well be
We know our
staring in the
place. All
mirror.
right.
I might as
We
well be
know we
staring in the mirror.
we are the people that all the rich assholes go, oh, maybe if you didn't buy a coffee at Starbucks every day. Yeah, we buy a coffee at Starbucks every day, asshole. We need it.
Look, I put my avocado on my bare cheeks, okay? And I enjoy it because it exfoliates the skin. Josh, I went over what we were going to do on the show. I'm not going to repeat myself. Spoiler alert, Josh once again has gone all out on this book club and not done the
Mhm.
proper. Last time it was you beat the game, right? Last time you beat the game like
Oh, yeah, I
right
beat it
away.
within like the second week of us getting into it, third week.
This time he hasn't even played it.
Well, gotta give Nick a chance to catch up. And I kind of got goaded into my list of, well, one of my list of games.
So let's before that's the perfect segue, but let's do some chores here at the top of the show. Smashing Game Time is wherever you get your podcast. We are on Spotify, we are on Apple, we are on YouTube Podcast and YouTube Proper, where you can see our lovely faces. That's right, we have video. Yep, the viewers love video for some reason. I don't know why. Though our listeners are catching up, by the way. Our listener numbers have been really good in the last month, and I don't think it's bots. because it wasn't from
Well,
Germany this time.
I think our watchers are going to be disappointed that your hair's been cut.
Yeah, I cut my hair. Look, a guy. Look, this cute guy was teaching me how to fly, and I was flying, and I was flying with my long hair, and he said, "Nick, I think you should cut your hair." And I said, "Gohan, why? Is it because you like guys with short hair?" And he said, "No,
I was
because
like, "Are
it."
you going Dragon Ball with this? Are you Videl?"
Oh, look, when I cut my hair, I made the same joke on I basically made the same joke on Blue Sky. I said, "Hey, I got my hair cut," and it was the two pictures of Adele, one with long hair, one with short hair right after. It's a good joke.
You should have said, "Man, these sibling brothers just totally wanted to take turns with me."
Who, Goten and Gohan?
Yeah,
Goten saw Adele as more of like a sister, kind of.
stepsister.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Goten was like 3. He's like 5,
I
6.
think 5 or 6.
He was a little baby. He was a little baby. He wasn't thinking about any of that. He was just thinking about fusing with his bro, Trunks, and becoming is it Gotenks or
Go Tanks.
Gotenks? And then so then what's the difference between Gogeta and Vegeta or Vegito?
Go Geta.
Is it Gogeta?
Gogeta.
Gogeta and Voku?
Vegito.
Vegito. What's the difference between one's with the ring, one's with the earrings,
So
one's with the dance, right?
yes.
But why the difference?
So the earrings are supposed to basically, they're meant for like supreme beings.
Mhm.
So it's takes like the best of both, where the fusion dance is just generic and very temporary.
Well, I was more of a Gogeta fan.
I think everybody was more of a Gogeta fan, yes. Uh, but also Vegito is still pretty cool because he was our first canonical, and then we got Gogeta.
Do people like Gotenks? I thought he was kind of annoying.
Um, no, I think people are obviously Vegeta sluts.
I think I want to rewatch that Cell Saga, by the way. It's something it's on my to-do list is to rewatch the whole Cell Saga.
I'm gonna say if you'd like how it came when we watched it as kids, if you liked it like that, you need to watch the original. Avoid Kai. If you want to just pretty much get rid of all the filler shit, go for Kai.
See, I like the filler shit in Dragon Ball.
There's some of it where I'm like, okay, we could have done without this. Like the whole Gohan traveling back to get to his mom.
Eh, I like it. It's a little slice of life. It's like Pokemon. Like Pokemon was like it'd be like if you did an abbreviated Pokemon where you just did every gym battle and then he was at the Elite Four.
Hold on, you say that. If you start saying shit like that, then you get One Piece where they're 15,000 episodes through.
People are still watching it though, right?
I mean, I am, yeah.
One Piece, that's the name of the treasure on the
I actually have a
Grand
coworker who's like
Line.
been watching it like nonstop, and he's messaged us today. He's like, "Oh yeah, it took me getting a sinus infection to do it, but I finally finished the Dressrosa arc." So then I had to hit him. That means he's like 1,200 episodes in, I think.
Jesus Christ.
And so I sent him the meme of Chopper crying, and it said, "What if One Piece fans find out that the One Piece is actually the friends we've made?"
Well, and I look back at even like the Frieza saga and the Namek saga, and like I remember as a kid hating like the whole episode where they get to Namek and they're collecting Dragon Balls left and right, and then you find out it's a fake Namek that's like a trap planet.
Oh yes, I hate that episode.
But as an adult now, I'm like, no, this is great. Like, you slow it down, take a moment to breathe, and live in the like, get the setting. Like, it sets up the Ginyu Force wonderfully. Uh, people don't like the smaller arcs later on. Like, I love Garlic Jr. People are really weird about
Yeah,
Garlic. I love
I
Garlic
love
Jr.
Garlic Jr.
The whole Spice Squad and
You know what I
um,
didn't like?
what?
The little tiny bit, I call it the little tiny arc of Vegeta and what's his name? His right hand man,
Oh, Nappa.
Nappa. Them traveling from whatever planet they're on to Earth, where they make those few stops.
Well, because so it's Raditz. So basically everything from the first episode up until they leave for Namek is the Saiyan saga. Because that's the first. That's the
Yeah,
first time where Earth is infiltrated by Saiyans that aren't Goku.
yeah, and that's when you find out that Goku is not an Earthling because everybody thought he was.
Are those movies any good? Because I always think of
All
like the Tree of Might. Like I remember seeing trailers for that a lot as a kid.
the only one I personally don't like is I think it's Wrath of the Dragon. It's
The
the
only
one
one,
that basically tells you how Trunks gets his sword.
because the only ones I think of Tree of Might all the time. I think of the one. What's the one with Goku's dad?
Um,
Not Broly.
Bardock.
Bardock. Yeah. Is
Yeah,
that Tree
that's a
of
good
Might?
one.
Is that Tree of Might?
No,
No.
Tree of Might's the one that has turtles.
Okay. Yeah. So the one with Goku's dad, the multiple Broly movies. Cool. They did two Cooler movies, I think.
Yes, the first one, which is right after the Namekian saga, and the second one is him coming back and he's Metacooler.
I always thought it was so cool finding him in Legacy of Goku too. Like
Oh yeah.
he's a secret boss, but so cool, so fucking cool. Yeah, I think those are the only ones. Let me get back to the chores.
Oh,
Hey,
there's a few. There's a few more than that. You're forgetting
fuck.
about BoJack. You're forgetting about the
What was the one where he fought a god with the purple guy?
Gods of Destruction, which is basically just the first arc of Super.
Not watching all this. You know what? I'm at the point. Like I think Super has just dragged it out for too long. Super's over now, right?
The anime, yes,
The, uh, the
they're in talks of redoing it though. But as far as the manga goes, no, they're still going with the manga.
I thought GT was just fine. I know a lot of people like to hate on.
I
I
No,
like
I
the.
like GT.
Oh, you guys have been abusing the Dragon Balls, and now they're Dark Dragon Balls, and they've all become dragons, and you have to fight them all. Oh, you guys are using
And
these
that's just
things over
and
and
that's
over.
literally like the basically the end. That's like the last arc basically because you still get the Super Android 17. There's Baby.
Mhm.
Like that we get so much good shit from that. I think Baby Vegeta is the most badass villain we got.
Yeah, I just like the fact that like there's finally repercussions for using all these Dragon Balls as many times as you guys have over all these
Mm-hmm.
series. It's about damn time. Now you got to fight all these dragons. Yeah, cool. And I like I like Goku being young again. I think that adds an like, hey, how do we take the most powerful character and like nerf him? Oh, let's make him a kid again.
And see, I think the one thing they didn't do right that Diama did right is they emphasize like, yeah, he's smaller, so his way of fighting completely changed because he's so used to fighting as an adult now, and he's reverted back to his kid age, so he has to get used to it again.
And he would only turn back into an adult when he was Super Saiyan 4, right?
Yeah, and even then, it was just he got an adult body. He wasn't an adult.
It might be time to rewatch some GT. I might have to pull out some DVDs somewhere.
If you ask your brother over here really nicely, I'll just give you my Crunchyroll, and you can just watch all of it.
Okay, we'll roll up on the crunch. Hey, fuck the algorithm, tell a friend. That's right. We don't fuck with those computers. We don't fuck with those androids. We don't do it. Word of mouth is king here, and it will always be king.
Yeah,
And
we Super Dragon Fist through those machines.
fuck your computer. After I'm done editing this episode, I'm gonna fucking kill my computer. It's fucking dead.
Please don't do that.
I won't. I
You
won't.
still owe money on that
I'm,
computer.
I'm taking care of it. Hey, let's get after our little Dragon Ball aside. Let's get to what we've been playing. Josh, I'm really excited. You've been playing Gears of War 2.
I have to play Gears of War 2 with Matt. So
How far?
we're not very far. I mean, we're far, but we're not very far. We just got swallowed by the worm.
Okay, so you're in chapter 3. You're near the end of chapter 3.
Technically, end of chapter 2.
Because you're in the worm by the end of chapter 2, and then you're out of it.
Yeah, I think chapter 3 begins right as you exit the worm, or right in, like in the middle of it somewhere, because you get hit with some lore heavy shit.
I think the start of chapter 3 is when you're going to the lab where they've done the experiments and then where you fight the sires.
Yeah, so I didn't realize, or I should have said, I didn't really think about it. Matt's like, "Oh, do you have it Insane Unlocked?" Because I don't, because I've never played it on this account. I'm like, "Oh, let's check." I checked. No, it won't let me. Even though I beat it already, it's like, oh no, you actually had to have a save. I was like, damn. So we're doing it on hardcore.
It's a fun game. It opens with a really good first chapter with everybody
Hmm.
on the
Super strong.
everyone on the
Well, you've
call
got
it.
the tutorial area where you're in the hospital, you're searching for Dom's wife,
Mhm.
and then you go to the I forgot what they're called, but the launching max or launching platforms.
Yeah, it's in land down, right? Like
Yeah,
you're in land down, you're taking the giant basically like they're the mammoths from Halo that people drive around.
essentially. Yeah.
Yeah. And you're
There
basically
is
fighting your way in you're fighting your way into the nest.
right, which is but it's ironic because the whole thing is you've been planning this for months. You're finally doing it, right? And you've got all these vehicles, you got all these cog, you've got all these ravens, and it just kind of starts going to shit immediately. I mean, left and right, you're watching ravens get shot down. Left and right, you're watching these vehicles either be destroyed or be hijacked by the locust. And by the end of it, I was like, yeah, I'm pretty sure by the time you actually get to your drop site, there's only like 5 vehicles. And sure enough, yeah, that's the truth. And I'm
Yeah.
like, it's already like by the time they finally drill down by the time you actually get through it, I think you only see like 3 or 4 groups actually drop down and they immediately get ambushed.
It's terrifying the whole way through because they're throwing bromocks at you, you're getting corpses thrown at you.
Yep. And that's on
You
the
look over
surface.
to the one next to you and like the guys are getting ripped apart.
Yep. And at one
And
point they literally take it over and you have to fight them off of it and kill the driver or they run you off the fucking road because it's a one road bridge.
you're getting to like in this the COG are doing this because the locusts have started sinking cities and now like they're down to Jacinto. Jacinto is the last. I think there's another city that gets sunk in chapter 2 if I remember
It's
correctly.
it's the one you're in, like the one you're going to.
Okay. Yeah, that one
It's
gets
ruins
sunk.
basically because they were working on the evacuation, but essentially that's like the last town near you. But then as
Is that
like I said, as you're
Anvil?
getting there,
I think that's Anvil, right?
I think it is Anvil. Yeah,
And yeah, so that's kind of already in the process of getting sunk and it starts to it
literally
gets
starts
worse.
sinking and you're caught up in it.
It gets worse while you're in there. And
Yeah,
I do love that the whole so the worm is the reason the worm is what the locusts are using to sink the cities. And it's hilarious because the cog are what awoken the worm.
yeah, with
The
the
the detonator
light
from
mass
the
bombs.
yeah, the big bombs from the end of the first
Yeah,
game.
and what's also funny is they said, "Oh, this was supposed to destroy all of them," and it's like, no, like you didn't even hit a fraction of them
No.
apparently.
No, you barely nicked them, and you not only barely got you didn't get rid of them, you've awoken, like, the very religious side of it, and they have a giant worm that you awoke, and, the more you I mean, the more you look at it, like, I remember Cliffy B saying, like, "Yeah, this is very much, it's chainsaws and everything, but this is very much like an anti-Bush, anti-Iraq war series, and you can you can see it because it's
Yeah,
things have been escalated. It's because the cog went where they weren't supposed to go, and they angered the enemy, and now the enemy,
and
who was just who by the end of the series you realize, oh, they were just trying to survive. They were just fighting for
well,
survival because of the emotion.
I say, and you literally that's when you find out about the emotion, how it start like you realize like, oh, they're fighting on 2 fronts. Not only are they winning against you, they're holding off the emotion. Like they're not winning against it, but they're holding it off very well.
The Lambent are making the further into this game you get, the Lambent are making progress, and it's
Yes.
kind of crazy looking back at these first 3 games how much they laid out because the Lambent are present the entire series. You just don't realize it.
Yeah. Like the first one you just think, oh, it's um
It's wretches
what
that
are
have
they
been
called?
eating
Yeah,
emotion.
wretches that yeah, like they were starving because they're in areas where there aren't really any humans, or if there is, they're not very nutritious. And the second one, you're like at first thinking like, oh, they're just that's how they make these powerful beings. It's like no, that emotion's a living thing.
I would love to see Cliffy B make a comeback. Um, just because like I'd love to see him do another story game just because I think I look at this. Sorry, I'm writing down a timestamp. Um, I look at these 3 games and how cohesive they are, And sure, there's some story issues here and there. But yeah, just the fact that like so much was set out for this trilogy from the very start. And yeah, man, he should do more story stuff. I'd be interested to see it.
I honestly, I would love to see more of it too. I kind of wish with the story, like how they did four, I liked the idea of it, but at the same time, I think it was like it was a weird jump. Like, yeah, it was like what 20 years after three.
Yes, I think so.
So it's like, okay, that makes sense that there's this jump, but all of a sudden they went from this we're barely hanging on things like yeah we may have just won this war finally but shit's very dark like humanity's like only 1% remaining. We don't have the original infrastructure we used to have. We have to avoid emulsion.
I don't know, man. The further into this administration we get here in America, the more I kind of see four as like a warning. Because four, the biggest threat isn't that. Are they called the Horde in four? What are they called?
uh I don't remember what they're called for.
I forget what they're called in four, but basically the locusts come back. They're like hardened and they come back.
Well, they evolved.
They evolve. But I mean, the game opens and the biggest threat you have is the cog and all,
Yeah,
all the
they're well
police, all the
they're
policing
building
they're
these.
doing.
Yeah, well they're building these huge cities for all these people and it's like it's not being patrolled by the cog itself. It's the machines they built from. It's Baird
The,
basically. Baird built these machines.
the more I think about four, the more I'm like, man, they were, yeah, they got a lot right. Like, hey, look, we're back in the, like, I mean, we're back in a very similar conflict to it's the aughts all over again, baby. And so like they were a little ahead of us that time, but they got it. They got
Little
it
ahead of
right.
us. Yeah,
And then I haven't played five. I should probably play five before E-Day comes
I've
out.
only read like what happens, so I have the gist of it. But I'm like, I don't see why it failed. But I guess it's better because I never played it. So I'm like, maybe if I play it, I'll understand it. So this kind of helped me do that. Also reliving. Honestly, I've played the shit out of one, so I know that game in and out. I think for the most part, I've if three is fairly new-ish or like it's last one I truly got into. So I was like, okay, I remember that. Two is in the sweet spot of like, yeah, we played the shit out of the multiplayer, but when it came to the story, I wasn't truly like I was in it, but I wasn't 100% into it. I was still a kid when it came out.
Oh, I know. I think I know two the best. Like, yeah, one story just because you play the shit out of it and it's very
Hmm.
like it's five acts, but it feels very like you can pinpoint it down to three acts,
Right.
and then pinpoint them to the bosses. But two, yeah, I have a really good memory of two, and then three, like I know pieces of three. Three is where I did start to fall off because I wasn't really interested in like the machines or like the summer setting or uh
The
I
machines.
well yeah, you get what are they, the silverbacks?
Is that three?
Yeah, three you get like you have mechs because you're fighting a Leviathan on your ship at the beginning of three. And you use
Dude, I forgot about the silverbacks to be honest.
I think they're called silverbacks.
The only thing I remember is the lancers have bayonets, and then the chain guns aren't actually mounted chain guns; they're just lancers.
Yeah, so you have the retro lancers, which are fine. I like charging with those. I did like three multiplayer a lot, but that was around the time I got into college and I wasn't playing too much. And then what else from three do I remember? I remember I think the corpser fight in three is probably one of the best boss fights in the entire series, outside of Ram, which I think is a little buggy. And then, ooh, what else from three do I remember?
Sawed
Cole
off shotgun,
sawed off shotgun. Cole gets a sweet flashback to what's this sport called? Blitzball, or it's not Blitzball.
blitzball. Yep, when they go into the arena.
Yep, grocery store parts really cool. Um, yeah, three is where they got really comfortable with letting you jump around between characters. So when people get mad about Cat being the star in five, I'm like, shut the fuck up. You played as Cole for a little bit in three. Shut up,
Right, and then it's like, okay, let's look at four where you played as
JD.
uh yeah, JD Phoenix.
Yeah.
And then look at Judgment where you played as Baird.
Yeah, well, let's not. We don't have to look at Judgment. We don't have to do that.
Well, hell, then let's look at the DLC for three where you went back and you played as Ram before he was Ram.
That was fun. That is probably
That
my
was so fun.
last. That's one of my last Xbox 360 memories, if I remember correctly.
That was such a good DLC too. Like it was one of those like didn't see it coming, and it's like, oh no, this is perfect because they even mentioned Ram. Like I didn't realize that they called him Ram inside of the universe or inside of the story. Like obviously we know him as Ram, but I didn't realize that they actually called him Ram.
Yeah, that first game, they don't really mention him by name, but yeah, they call him Ram in that DLC. Uh, do they mention them in one of the Karen Travis books? I think so. And then like they've got a whole comic series about him.
Yeah, he's such a great
He's a
character.
good character. He's a fun character. And
Honestly, I think what's his name too, the main like Ram's replacement in two. I think he's a good character
I
too.
like
I just don't
Scourge
think he
too.
got
They did him dirty. The way they killed
yeah,
him
I
was
don't
very like, what, really?
yeah, I don't think they gave him as much love, which it's like he's such an he not only did he beat Ty, he beat Dizzy. He beat two of these guys on a 2v1.
Well, and so when he died, he's on a what's the flying? Are those the Reaper? He's on a
The
Reaper.
Reavers.
Yeah, the Reavers, and he doesn't like crash into something and explode. Like that would have been cool. That would have been like, oh, good, he's dead. And then maybe you bring back like at the end of the game, you're going to do something, and like the bottom half of him grabs you, and you have to like chainsaw and the rest of them into pieces, something like that. But no, they just kind of do a cartoonist. Cartoonish, like, oh, he just fell to his death. Like
Right.
you can almost hear the Wile E.
Womp womp.
Coyote
Yeah.
womp womp.
Yeah. No, I
What
think it would have been cool if it was a little more epic.
I think three. Stop it. Stop. You don't get to say that. A little more epic.
I'm glad you got that.
I think three was lacking a big bad because the queen was the big bad, but I wanted to have like a henchman that was like the build up to her.
See,
I,
and I
I
think the
get why
closest we
I get why they didn't do it, because if you have that henchman and then his boss fight is better than the queen's, which that queen boss fight is awful,
Mhm.
then people were like, well, that was the cooler bad guy. Why didn't you have him be the final boss?
I mean, really, I think if you're gonna look at it as far as like if you want to pick one individual, the closest we're gonna get to it is the Lambit Berserker.
Yeah, that was a good one. There was a general in Judgment, which I know we said forget Judgment, but I think he was was that score was that oh, what was the bad guy in Scourge called? What was the bad guy in Judgment called?
I'm
Uh
looking it up because I don't remember.
main bad guy in Gears Judgment. Karn. He was
General
General
Karn. Yeah.
Karn. And then I think 4 had one also. The Speaker. An intelligent, high-ranking swarm. Okay, they were the swarm. That's the name we couldn't think of earlier.
Okay.
Yeah, because he's riding the Brumach at the end. Does five have a general? Queen. Oh, it's Queen Rena. I wonder if they're gonna do. I wonder if E-Day is gonna have a big bad. I haven't seen too many trailers or previews for it. I wonder if E-Day is gonna have a big bad. Now I want to see if Gears Tactics has a big bad.
I looked at it. It looks like it's just a bunch of like it's like Brumach fights and stuff like that. So there's nothing like really a big boss.
The main antagonist in Gears Tactics is Ukan, a ruthless and brilliant
Oh, there
locust
is one.
scientist known as the Monster who makes monsters.
See, when I looked up, it said, "Oh, there's all these bosses." I'm like, "Oh, that's stupid." It's not stupid. It's tactics, so that makes a little more sense.
I like Tactics. I just hope Gears doesn't like make a game and they're like, "Well, Ukon's the bad guy now. We took him from the other game." Uh, sorry. Oh, he kind of looks like what were the priests called? The I
The
forget.
Screamer dudes.
Yeah, what's the priest brand? He looks scary. I like him. Very scary. Didn't look very Gears of War though. But you're liking two. It's not like one of those things. Like, does the movement feel better than one? Because every version
Yes,
of one I've ever played, I'm just like, ugh.
it's not as what I call stuffy, where it doesn't feel like very stiff.
Mhm.
It's very loose. It very much has the what everybody now hates of the multiplayer, the bouncing back and forth, bouncing on the walls.
I saw a clip from E-Day. I guess it was the beta, and someone was jumping around, and everyone's like, "Oh my god, I'm not playing this. I'm not playing this multiplayer."
Uh, Cantus.
Okay,
Cantus priests, that's what they're called. But yeah, no, it very much it's not like the final version of it, but it's like, oh, this is so like it's just much easier to move around, easier to use the cover system. The shotguns feel better.
true. Yeah, that
Obviously, you get the mortars, you get the chain gun. Um, all in all, it's just obviously its quality of life is so much better. Even if you look at like, obviously we had one Reloaded, Remake, or somewhere. Either way, there's 3 versions.
3 versions, yeah.
With this newest one that we just did, I didn't realize it. I think it said there's extra scenes that wasn't in the original release.
Yeah, so when one came out, it came out on Xbox 360, and then they put out a PC version, and on the PC version, they included a Brumic fight in Act 2 that was cut from the 360 game. So now every
Mhm.
version going forward, so I think Reload and Remaster both had that built in.
Yeah, so I didn't realize that. So we had that going. I was like, I don't remember that because there's like literally a whole scene where like, oh, you have to get this bridge lowered, so you have to go to this area to go to the substation, and as you get there, you find a Brumach, and they have Cole and Bear chase it all, or lead it away, while you and Dom fix it, and then it comes back, it starts chasing you, and then there's the fight with it. And I'm like, I don't remember this fight whatsoever. Then I had to look up, like, oh yeah, this is the extra shit they added that wasn't in there before.
Had this game come out a generation later, which I mean, it has, but had Gears of War been an Xbox One game, it would have came out and they would have like been it would have been like a day one update that added that boss fight, or it would have been like a week or two later where they're like, oh hey, look, we didn't get it to finish this in time, but now it's in there. We're sorry, or it would have been delayed.
Or even DLC.
I also see here anything else on Gears.
No, there'll be more to come. Like I said, me and Matt are going through all of them. So once we get through 2, we'll go to 3, then from 3 to 4, then 4 to 5.
When you guys get to 4 and 5, hit me up. I may want to jump in.
Is it 4-point cooperative once you get to 4?
I think 3 through 5 is 4-player multiplayer, 4-player co-op. I could be wrong on 4 and 5. They could have brought that back down, but who knows?
I mean, I'll double check.
Honkai Star Rail.
Yes, Honkai Star Rail.
Why are you doing this to yourself? Why are you back in the
Well,
gotchas?
so they came back with the second part of the Fate Stay Night character collaboration. So they brought Rin and Gilgamesh. So I'm like, no, what? Let's just get in there. Let's pull these guys out. And since then, I've been playing it. It's not like I'm like, oh, I'm really into it. But I'm like, hey, I've got 4 Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Work characters now, and that's pretty much my whole lineup. Yeah, we're gonna fucking play this. And I looked it up. I've got all 4 now. Didn't cost me a thing, by the way, because I've saved so many fucking pulls. And I have 2 of the best characters and 2 of the second best characters because of it.
Hmm.
Well, I said, shit, why
Hmm.
not?
All right, so you're done. You're never going to touch it again now that you have all those.
Well, I know I'm still playing it. I'm doing like the daily stuff and then just not touching it. I'm trying to max out these characters so that I can just run through the story and get the free trophies.
Trophy update, by the way. How many
Oh
games?
no. We're still sitting at 12.
Okay. All right. Hey, how much for the year?
25. I got 13 trophies I have to do.
All right. You got this. 13 more
Well, I was like,
platinums.
oh, I'll do gears. Yeah. Them motherfuckers. I'm just gonna do this rant real quick. Seriously. 10,000 kills. Right?
Oh, they still have it on there for the PS5?
Only for multiplayer.
Nobody's playing.
No, they are, but it's all PC and they're all cheaters. So that's because they're trying to run through their achievements so they can literally the one match I played, well, one of 2 matches I played, the very first one, I get in there, there's like it's 4 on 4, and I'm like, okay, yeah, let's go in here. We're gonna fight these guys. I get up to the top. It's only me because my other guys were doing shit, and I'm like, oh, yeah. So I get my ass kicked, whatever. Then all of a sudden, we get killed. I respawn, and I'm watching this guy with the torque bow. And I'm like, okay, yeah, this guy's gonna murder some people. He's gonna run out of ammo. He was instant reloading, instant sticking, killing us, and he wasn't even looking at us at that point. He was like at his spawn.
Are you sure you just didn't have a really good ping?
I'm 100 Nick. The other guys on his team weren't even doing anything. They were just guarding the spawn so that we couldn't move.
Well, what I will say about that first game, some of the best maps.
100%. Can't enjoy it though, seeing as I'm getting blasted as I'm fucking. And I'm talking like even with the 5-second invincibility that you're supposed to protect yourself.
Mhm.
He knew the second we stop, it would hit us.
He would hit you as soon as it was gone.
Like literally as soon as zero hit, he hit us.
Yeah, torque bow in that first one is nasty.
It
Sorry.
is, and I'm sorry, he was cheating. I'm not doing that to be a sore loser. He got every single kill with the torque bow. Mind you, I think it only comes with 5 shots, and there's only one that spawns, and it's once per round.
Sorry for your loss.
I said at that point, yeah, this is not happening. I've given up on it.
Good for you. I'm proud of you. There'll be others. There will be others.
No, I kept telling myself eventually I'll get a copy on the Xbox, like either free or super cheap. I'll have my PlayStation copy. I'll just get 2 different accounts, and I'll grind it out.
You don't have to do that either.
I probably do that.
I'm gonna get through my games real quick here. So obviously I'm playing
Let's
Iron
do it.
Harvest. I did the homework. I did the book club. So I'll talk about that here at the end of the show. I'm replaying Shadow of the Colossus on your account. Didn't
Sick
realize it was your
bastard.
account. Playing on hard, which I'm learning adds different weak points to different colossi. So that's fun. That I'm getting ready to do a series of that for GG Tribune where I'm torturing Matt through the playthrough and making him do random things. And I'm got a few lined up. So like every 15 minutes, I have to give them the series is called Backseat Gamer. And basically one person plays, the other person backseat games. The backseat gamer every 15 minutes gives the person a task, which is like just basically an interruption. It's like when you're playing a game on Steam and you have someone backseating you and it's just like annoying. That's my role. So like I'm gonna have them run to a like, hey, you can't use your horse until you defeat the next colossi.
That's gonna be a pain in the ass.
Or what was another one? Hey, stop and draw the temple. Stop and look at the temple from wherever you're at and draw it real quick. Just like random bullshit to distract them. Hey, no climbing. No, you have to climb. That one will be a little tough.
You're gonna be the fucking worst Navi I've ever heard.
Hey,
Hey, listen.
no sword light. No sword light for this colossi.
So
Like
basically, almost impossible.
So hey, you kind of just have to guess where. I hope you used the sword recently because, yeah. So getting ready for that. Replaying Alan Wake for a podcast appearance next week through chapter 3. Alan Wake's a little bitch. He's a little bitch in that first game, just a little fucking bitch to everybody in that town. And then the games I was being annoying about last week that I couldn't really talk about. I played Twirl, which is a survival narrative game about a little boy who goes into his sister's closet at night. And Matt and I did a video for this, and the entire video we're making masturbation jokes because the game heavily implies that the boy is masturbating. And it turns out he's going in there to try his sister's clothes on. So it's a story about a boy finding his identity. And here we are joking about masturbation the entire time. We feel terrible. I feel terrible. But go check it out. I thought it was a nice little. It's creepy. It's a creepy game because it uses some very scary imagery throughout, and it's a story about searching for your identity while the world around you may not like what your identity is. And it's not the longest game. I think we beat it in like an hour.
Okay.
But I thought it was enjoyable. And obviously spoilers. Spoilers for Twirl. The other game we played was Ox Autocratica, which is just first person shooter Helldivers. You are you are going out into the world and taking prisoners and bringing them into your world of fascism. It's another fascism. Can we do we call them like I'm trying to do fascism and sim. So like fascism.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Do that. Yeah, do that. And then the other game I was playing was Agent 64, which is a GoldenEye, like very heavily influenced by GoldenEye. It looks like it's GoldenEye, plays like it's GoldenEye. It's better than any other game with GoldenEye in its name that's come out since GoldenEye. Yeah. Yeah, man. It's been a busy few weeks of games I've been playing. And I got to finish Alan Wake for this podcast so I can be ready to argue my points. Anything else, Josh, before we get into the news?
Now let's get right into it. They've heard us talk enough. They want to hear the good shit.
Oh, and the news is not the good shit. What do you got first?
Read all about it. Latest football scores. Morning paper. Morning Star. Paper, mister?
It's time for old news.
Images of a 40th anniversary Legend of Zelda Switch 2 and Pro Controller have reportedly leaked. This is a Video Games Chronicle article written by Chris Scullion. Yeah, so obviously with the Ocarina of Time remake being the center of the Switch 2 right now, it's surprising that they didn't try to go with that.
Yeah, it
But
looks
at
like
the
it's
same
just the key
time,
art looks like it's just the original game.
right. But at the same time, I'm not impressed with the Switch. Like I am with like the dock,
Yeah,
but not the Switch itself. However, I do kind of like that Pro controller. Like
that
that
Pro
looks
controller
kind
looks
of cool.
really nice. The
Yeah.
gold and the green and the black look really good
Hmm.
together.
Yeah. And that's kind of like why I like the dock, but just the Joy Cons themselves don't really like. And maybe if we could see the back a little better, like it looks. I think that you can kind of see the back on the left of it. It's not gonna let me click on the photo, of course.
Little bit.
Yeah, it's not much there, but like I all in all, it looks really cool. I know I'm gonna buy the Pro controller personally, and that's just because, well,
Probably
that
won't be
looks
able
really
to get it
fucking
if you don't
cool.
buy it. Like
Exactly.
it'll be tough to get if you don't buy it right away.
Yeah, no, like I think once pre-orders come out for it, I will probably buy it. Actually, I'll probably buy two.
I won't. I will not. I'm holding out. Got to get a new
That's
job
fair.
before I get a Switch too. What is next?
Yeah, going down the list, Xbox CTO says the issue that caused last month's major outage has been fixed. Another Video Games Chronicle article written by Chris Scullion. Yeah, so first off, with the great debate of physical media, Xbox and PlayStation, Sony, uh, kind of let their plans fall apart by having this happen. So the outage happened for 13 hours for Xbox, and I believe for Sony it was like 8 hours, 6 to 8 hours, um, leaving everybody without the ability to be able to play their games, both physical and digital.
I was working from home. No, I was on paternity leave that day. Thankfully, I was playing Steam on my PC, so I was uninterrupted, unadulterated gaming for me on that day. Not so much for everybody else. Looks like here, according to Van Villate, the issue has now been addressed with a firmware update rolling out this week to the Xbox users. We are transitioning ownership of the underlying license services to the Xbox team. Our engineers are actively hardening the services and infrastructure for future updates, he wrote. The client bug has been fixed in an upcoming release, which starts rolling out today, August 10th, and becomes mandatory August 17th. Van Vliet, man, my glasses are fucking up. I thought the spelling of his name switched. Says Xbox's engineering and operations team will now focus on looking broadly across our stack to improve reliability on our products and services to make further outages less likely in the future.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love how he puts on his message on X, affecting some players. Motherfucker, it affected every player. Nobody could play.
It's just corporate lingo, Josh.
I get it, but I'm like,
let them
you
do
don't
their
fucking lie. Just be like, yeah, guys, we fucked up, and rather than admitting that we have a problem,
you
my
don't
bad.
apologize.
But
You,
corporate
it's
101, you never.
the nipple rub. We're sorry.
Yes.
Oh,
Uh,
so sorry.
Speaking of rubbing nipples and saying so sorry, Supermassive Games begins a third round of layoffs in 3 years. This is a game developer article written by Chris Kerr. Now, mind you, it's, and I say only because, but this is still shitty. 75 roles this time.
Yeah, in a brief statement posted on social media, the UK studio described the move as a necessary step to help ensure the sustainability of the company. We know this will be an incredibly difficult time for everyone, and our priority throughout the process will be to provide support to those impacted. Added the studio is downsized significantly in recent years, casting the future of the studio and its narrative focused franchises, which includes the Dark Pictures anthology and The Quarry, into doubt. Studio laid off 36 employees in July 2025 and delayed Directive 8020 in an effort to add more polish. That decision came just over a year after the British company eliminated more than 90 roles, according to reports. So this isn't their biggest; this is their second biggest in the last 3 years.
I mean, they've literally dropped over 200 employees.
yeah, man, I don't know, like, because they're doing this, aren't they doing what else? What else do they do? What else are they making? Are they doing a new core? They're it just feels like maybe they're just doing too much and not like focusing on what they need to find. I don't know. It's a leadership issue. When your company has a scoping issue, I mean, I look back at Yacht Club Games. Yacht Club Games had a scoping issue. They were like, "Hey, we can do Mina and 3D Hollow Knight or 3D Shovel Knight, and we can also move into a bigger building, and we're gonna do everything. It's gonna be great." And then,
Well,
leading up to Mina's release, everything's like, if this game doesn't go, we're so fucked. Oh my god, how did it get so bad? And it's a scoping issue. It's growth, man. Like
here, let's look at the
did
last.
you did too much. You did.
Here's the last 5 years. So we just had Directive 8020 come out in May.
Yeah, very, very quiet release on that one, I feel like.
Mm-hmm. Little Nightmares 3, October of last year.
Did they publish that or did they?
So that one was published by Bandai.
Okay.
Then there was the casting of Frank Stone in 2024, September. That was published by Behavior Interactive.
Forgot about that one. Didn't they just, were they Reanimal?
No.
Okay.
They also did the Dark Pictures anthology, like you said before. So we had the Switchback VR, which was they published themselves. The Devil in Me, which was Bandai published, and then we had The Quarry in 22, published by 2K.
That was probably their last big one. I feel like The Quarry was like the last one that everyone was like, yeah, this is my shit. Let's see. So yeah, going back, yeah, Man of Medan. How old's Man? Man of Medan's already fucking 7 years. Oof.
It doesn't feel like it.
Oh.
It feels like it just came out a few years ago.
Yeah, so it feels like, yeah, The Quarry is probably their last really big one.
Next to Little Nightmares, which was just a year before that.
Was Little Nightmares 3 really received that highly? It feels
no,
like, it feels
felt like it was a little.
It feels like
2 was
2
the last one they. Yeah.
2 was like the one everyone's like, oh, you gotta check this out.
Yeah, I feel like 3, it just kind of like died down.
Little Big Planet PS Vita DLC. Bravo Team, Dark Pictures, Until Dawn, Rush of Blood. Yeah, Until Dawn. Because are they doing Until Dawn too? Or is that somebody else doing that?
I think that's somebody else doing it.
Okay. Yeah, they've kind of been all over the place. I mean, at least they're doing one game a year. So I don't think they're as spread thin as it was over there at as it seemed to be over there at at Yacht Club Games. But yeah, man. What you got next, Josh?
Finishing up the rounds, we've got a Wolverine-themed PlayStation 5 consoles and controllers dropping in September. This is a Game Informer article written by Charles Hardy.
This thing does look sweet. I will say that if you are not watching the video right now, pull up the video or pull up a picture. It's Wolverine screaming his natural state and the claws through the PlayStation. It'd be really cool if that was clear. Wait, is that clear and you can see through it? Okay, okay, all right.
So in that picture, at least, they show it clear.
Because you can see the fan right here.
Yeah, but in the pictures, if you go below it, there's like right there with those. It doesn't look like it, but obviously those are just like the concept, right? Like, like, hey, we're gonna sell this product.
Yeah,
Which
it's a render. It's a rendering.
Right. As much as I like the white and black, I think the yellow black traditional looks so fucking good. Like that controller. I'm gonna be honest right now. I would get this console and I would get the Switch 2 for Zelda.
I just wish the yellow slashes were also see-through.
I know that'd be fucking cool on the controller, but
probably hard to pull off because it's in between all these different materials. But it would be fucking sweet.
It would be fucking sweet. Yeah, but same thing with that. I'm not saying so here. First off, they don't have the disc versions. Only going to be digital.
Of course.
$649.99 US.
Yeah, why give the gamers? Why give them you want disc? You don't deserve disc.
But for those who already own a console and you want to have the covers, they are selling those too. So you've got the um, console covers for the Slims
Mhm.
for $74.99. For the Pros, they have it for $74.99, and they have for the Pros they have both the yellow suit and then the what they're calling the Wolverine Adamantium, which is that white black.
Look, I just want to be able to shoot my PS5 and have it grow everything back.
Hey, I'm just gonna be excited to beat somebody to death with this controller and have it take no damage.
Well, I was going to wait for that game to come out on Steam, but I don't think it's happening. It's not happening.
It's never gonna happen. Closest thing we're gonna get to it is the PS5 emulator.
Josh, thank you for pulling the news. Asha, I think we talked about it before the show. Asha mentioned Elden Ring, not Elden Ring, Elder Scrolls 6. Went and saw it and talked about it today on the same day that Bethesda was on strike. Like the Bethesda developers were on strike. And it's
Right.
like, read the room. Read the fucking room. Ugh. I mean, can you imagine, like, developers, we'll get to the meme here in a minute, but developers have to know, like, hey, we're getting close to golden gold and going 1.0 here, and they're probably gonna fire us. I would be stripping the game, like, oh no, the code got deleted. Oh no, we're gonna have to work on this
It's a
for like
shame.
3 more years. Oh no. Like the
I mean, you're
scene,
gonna lose your jobs anyway. You might as well fucking burn it all down.
the scene from Silicon Valley where he accidentally sets the tequila on the delete button and it's deleting all the
They're all
porn.
panicking.
They're like, what's going on? What's happening? I don't know. We're being hacked. We're being fucking hacked. And he picks up the bottle and it stops. And he looks, he's like, guys, and he does it and it's deleting it again.
They're like, ah.
Just do that. Delete the game. Why not? We don't need any more video games. We got enough.
No one has to know.
No one has to know. Josh, do you have the news for us? Or I'm sorry.
The meme.
Wow,
We've
Josh,
done the news.
Do you have the meme for us?
I certainly
Meme time.
do. I didn't get after this. I would have done something with the Xbox CEO and Bethesda, but I went ahead with the Wolverine Remembers.
Is that the disc? Is that the disc?
That is the digital only.
But the cheaper version.
Okay, but that's the only one they're gonna sell.
I know.
And $399.99.
Was it originally cheaper than that?
When they announced it, like when they had the prices, $399.99 to right now. If you want the PlayStation 5 Wolverine Digital Edition, $649.99.
Oh man, what a shitty fucking console generation. We're
I
literally when we look back 10 years from now and we're playing the PlayStation 69 and the Xbox all caps. The Xbox all caps is what they're going to call it. We look back at 360 and all the other generations and like we can point at like the games that really made it what it was. This one will be like, man, sure got expensive, didn't it?
I mean, to sit here and say, out of all technicalities, and I'm saying this very like, I can't believe I'm saying it, for us to go, man, the Switch and the Switch 2 were like the peak of that console generation.
When did gaming become boat owning? Like owning a boat is expensive, and now gaming's right up there with it.
It's so somebody on Reddit said it best, and I was like, I 100% agree. You cannot say the AI bubble is going to burst and you're excited for it, but then also be using AI. You need to stop. The moment that all stops and we get rid of AI in general, we will go back to some extent. Obviously, it's going to be a little more different, but it'll be like Doritos when they try to hike up the prices to like $7, $8 a bag. No one was buying that shit. That shit's expensive.
You just have to start shaming people. You just got to start telling them, like when they try to show you their cute little Studio Ghibli picture, you have to be like, well, that's fucking stupid.
I call people out when they're like Andy's parents, her mom especially, when she goes, oh yeah, I asked ChatGPT this. I'm like, oh, so you burned a small country just to ask for like
Was she
ideas and where the
was she
vacation? You couldn't come
Googling
up with a
like it's I mean it's asking ChatGPT like for information like Google. I can see that side of it. It's the people that are like ChatGPT write a poem that I can say I wrote.
no,
When
see,
it when it's
I shame
someone
everybody because it's like, oh, you can't sit there and come up with your own ideas of like where we should go. You can't do your own research. You have to ask a machine that's gonna literally use hundreds of gallons of water that we
well,
need to survive.
and I agree. I think when you're looking for places, you should be able to turn I should be able to turn to you and be like, "Josh, where should I eat today?" But that's reality on the more realistic side. People have been Googling stuff like ChatGPT is just leaning on the fact that people have been Googling things for the last 20 years.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna like I'm not gonna like wag my finger and be like, you should not ask ChatGPT about restaurants because I probably just Googled some bullshit that I could have asked somebody about. But I do get that side of it. It's the people that are like, make me a picture. Make can you make a picture of
Put
my kids all next to me smiling? Please.
put my face on the Master Chief.
Can you make me master? Can you make me the president of the United States and put a bald eagle on my standing on my shoulder and a hot babe hanging off of me with a American flag bikini?
No, I just judge everybody because I'm like, oh, you couldn't do that on your own. Oh man, you're shit. You're
I
destroying our planet because you're shit.
I'd say when it's Google shit, like when they're doing that with ChatGPT, it'd be like, just Google it. But also to the same extent, Google is really shitty now too.
Yeah, there honestly, there's some alternatives out there, but they're not like the end all, which is sad. I mean, I should say it's sad. It's nice because we're getting to realize like everybody relied on Google too much, and now we're relying on AI too much. It's like maybe we'll get back to a spot where we'll have our own. We will have our third party independent. Like we're not going to sell your data.
Look, I just think when it's someone using it as a replacement for Google, I think you come from a place of understanding, but then also like, it's kind of like when a kid breaks the glass. You're like, you don't yell at, or when they spill the milk, you don't yell at the kid. You're, oh no, the milk spilled. That's okay. All right, we're all out of
No,
milk. Let's
not
go
this
get water.
household. You just pull their pants on. You spank them. You see, you
Oh my
fucking wasted
God.
milk.
My
Milk is
God.
$4 a gallon. You motherfucker.
Dear
You're gonna drink
God.
that shit up.
Dear God, I'm going to make a phone call after this. Dear God. Dear God. Dear God. It's like
No, but of all
that was my
no.
glass. That was my glass.
Of all seriousness, though, it's like you can't be lenient about it. If you're gonna sit there and complain about it, but then be part of the problem, you're gonna get shamed.
Look, I'm really talented and I do everything myself. So what I really
I
want is
mean,
everyone. I
I
need
made
everyone else
this
to be talented and do everything themselves as well.
I made this memo by myself. You see how shitty it is? It's not fucking winning awards.
Yeah, I say everybody chill. Everybody chill and like knock the shit off with the AI because it's not cute. It's not gonna.
No, you're fucking jacking up all of our prices. We can't even. Do you know right now, literally only 1% of people can afford the 5090? It is to a point now where they're like developers are questioning whether they should even start putting it in the specs as far as like maxing out. Like, hey, if you want to max out, you should have a 5090.
I think this is a perfect segue into Iron Harvest, by the way, because Iron Harvest. I mean, we're coming out of COVID, and coming out of COVID, there was a lot of like speculation about what the world was going to be like. And I say post COVID, and there will be some people like COVID's not over, Nick. Let me correct myself and say post lockdown, because
Yes.
there may be people still dealing with that. But we're no longer locked down. People aren't masking up, and I'm very aware
People are
there's some
injecting
people.
themselves with horse.
I don't think they're doing that as much anymore. I don't think Joe
Well,
Rogan
no, they're not doing it
signed
at all
off
because
on that
they're
anymore.
either dead or.
I think people cough on babies now, but yeah, there are people with autoimmune disorders that still are dealing with a lot of that stuff, and so just keeping our minds on them, so they don't think we forgot about them. But I mean, post lockdown, we're coming out of it, and there's a lot of speculation about what world we've come out into. And we kind of came out into this AI bullshit, and it's disrupting stuff and everything. It's just this nuisance. And the fascinating thing about revisiting Iron Harvest is that this first chapter set in Polania. It's post-war. It's right after the Great War, And a lot of these mechs that are being used in the Great War it was new tech at the time, and there's a lot of worry in Polania about this new tech because I mean you're going through the villages, you're in the smaller villages, and there's like a lot of talk about like yeah there were mechs, they were using mechs, and so just replaying these early missions, it was kind of like oh shit like because here I am, Iron Harvest came out September 2020, playing it in the heat of COVID. I mean, for a lot of people, it was over. I mean, I remember that first summer seeing people down at Lake of the Ozarks and all these videos. And I remember like being locked up in my house, just shaking my head, like, what is wrong with you people? Do you want to die? Like, I hadn't had COVID yet. I wouldn't have it until November of that year. But fuck, dude. I thought it was gonna kill me, and I was like a healthy dude back in 2020.
Yeah, I mean, I will admit when I got hit with it, I thought for sure because I mean it was still like it was probably like just a little bit after like the lockdown started to
Mellow a little bit.
mellow away. But also when I got it, I was like, oh fuck! So I avoided Andy because we were in the middle of trying to conceive. So I was like, okay, no, I'm gonna hide in the basement and I'm not coming upstairs whatsoever. And
Honey, I
you're gonna
can't
have to
cream
hand
pie
feed
you
me.
tonight. I
Yeah.
got COVID.
I remember having it and I was like, ah, and then after it, I was like, oh, I guess I just didn't have a bad batch because I'm not saying like it felt like it was over exaggerated, but I felt like when I had it at first, I was like, oh my god, I feel like I'm gonna die. Like it sucked.
Well, because the first day of having it, all I did was sleep. I slept the
Yeah.
entire day, and then the next 2 days, I could not sleep at all. My back was in pain.
Mm-hmm.
I was shivering no matter how many blankets I had on top of me. I was like, "Dude, am I gonna die?"
No, yeah, it was a rough like 4 days, and I was like, oh my god. And then all of a sudden, day 5 or day 6, I'm like, I feel better.
And I remember at the time thinking like, "Thank God grandpa's dead because this would have fucking took him out right away."
Oh, I'm surprised it didn't take grandma.
Right, right. I was like, oh, it was like the scene in The Grinch when he sees the old women that raised him, like, "You two are still alive?"
Yeah.
It was like, "Holy shit, grandma, how'd you survive that? God damn." She would die
Hey,
shortly later on, but
fish fillets and chocolate
Chloe,
lava cakes, baby.
well, Chloe was dead too.
Aw.
Oh, her dog. But yeah, I think that's the most fascinating thing that sticks out about Iron Harvest going back to it right now is just that there's this, it feels like we've entered a new age in the world, and this feels like the age of mechs. Whereas, right now this feels like the age of AI, and I say that as a derogatory. Like the age of AI, very derogatory. I'm not saying like, oh, it's the future, guys. There's no bubble. There's no bubble at all. But yeah, man, Polania is mainly Ana. You play the tutorial, which is snowball level, which I still find hilarious that you have that in The Last of Us that have a snowball fight tutorial.
You know what else had a snowball tutorial?
What else?
Final Fantasy Tactics Advance.
They were just riffing on it. They were like, "Yeah, we like that one. We're gonna do it too." Except this one, you're snowball fighting. It's everyone's snowball fighting children and just pelting children with snowballs.
Hey, I mean, that's what Tactics Advance was. Your kids playing a snowball fight, and the final ball that got thrown had a rock in it.
They were really big Final Fantasy Tactics Advance fans. They were FFTA. They've been saying it all along. We love FFTA. No, this game, Iron Harvest, back to that, does a really good job of like, kind of like piecing out the tutorial levels. I do wish Polania wasn't so heavy on tutorial because I feel like you could get one more heavy action mission, but it does make up for it because you basically go from, okay, second mission is nothing but people, like little people units. Third mission is basically that with a few mechs thrown in that you can repair and have on your team. And then they pull the doors open. They're all right, you're not getting all the mechs, but you're going to get most of the mechs these last three missions. Actually four. So there's the one where you're taking the train station, the train, Kolno and Chaos, and then Showdown. And so I'm not a big historian, so I don't know everything about World War One, but basically Polania, Poland, is it's post-war, so they're looking to recover from the war. There's concern about Russia still occupying Poland. Uh, and Rushviet, they're on a mission looking for this doctor who turns out to be your dad. And Dr. Zubov, General Zubov, by the way, one of the funniest bad guys in a fucking video game. He takes your dad's got a robotic arm. By the time in the third mission, he's killed your dad, and you're still looking for him. You're not aware he's dead, but he pulls out your dad's arm and says, "Oh, hello, Anna." And it's terrible, but it's hilarious because he does a really good job of being the bad guy. And it's like, oh, I'm gonna kill this fucking guy. And Josh, what is your experience with Iron Harvest, by the way? Have you played this campaign previously?
So I did the first 2 levels of Poland.
Yep.
And then I played multiplayer with you.
It's
And you
okay.
kicked my ass every time.
Look, dude, I have 700 hours in the game.
Yeah, guys, this guy is like, oh yeah, come play with me. I'll be easy on you. This motherfucker gave me no chance, didn't teach me anything. He just fucking let me get blasted.
Well, it's one of those games where you just have to learn what we're like. I'm fine in this, but if you threw me into StarCraft or StarCraft 2, I would get my ass just fucking reamed.
See, it's one of those tactics games where, so in my opinion at least, if you look at games that look at Halo Wars, it's IP heavy, and it's very generic when it comes to strategy games. Like, oh, there's things special as far as like, oh, you don't have to do certain maneuverabilities, you don't have to hide in certain spots or use certain, like, it's basically like, oh, we know what fights against what, and think on the fly.
Blob, you like your RTSs where you can blob.
Yes.
And you can kind of do that in this a little bit. And now that I'm playing it with a fresh lens, I am finding myself blobbing just a little more. But this game does reward you for okay, hey, let's set up a plate, let's set up a defense over here. All right, let's put my units in cover over here. It does reward you for fighting on multiple fronts and kind of just setting up areas where you have those conflicts.
See, I like strategy games, but when it gets to like, oh, you have to be like really, really, really into it, I'm like, see, that just seems like a lot. I'm not a general, and I'm not going into war.
Oh, believe me, when I play Age of Empires, I will try to blob as much as I can. And you know what? When I was at my peak, I was okay at the game. My issue was I was always floating resources, which you don't want to do. You always want to be zeroed out as much as you can. And I would be sitting there like, okay, look, you got all this oil. You could build some ground units. You could build some riflemen. But my ass would always be like, no, let's hold out. Let's hold out for the mech. And it's kind of most RTSs is like, are you going to go in early and fight, or are you going to try and save and, win little fights here and there? Maybe we'll lose some fights, but have to pull back all while trying to bring out this big unit that's going to cause a mess. And yeah, man, it's just, what I like about it. And what I like about Iron Harvest is it feels like baby's first RTS. It's not too complicated. You've got the cover system, which has been used in Dawn of War and the Company of Hero games. You've got this setting which is based off of the paintings. I'm blanking on the artist's name again, but it's the same IP they use for Scythe board game. I don't know if you can see it in the background there, maybe a little bit. And so it's got this good IP. It's mechs. It's mechs during World War One. I remember the first time I ever saw Iron Harvest, by the way. First time I saw the live action trailer. Have you seen this trailer, Josh?
Yeah, you showed me it.
So first time I see it, I'm on Facebook and someone's like, this game looks sick. And I was like, all right, let's check it out. And I was like, oh my God. And I'm watching it. I'm like, oh my God, I want to play this game. And the trailer finishes. I'm like, okay, all right. I want to play this game so hard. I can't wait for this game to come out. And then I was like, okay, let's see some gameplay. I want to see what it looks like to be in a mech. Let's go. And then I click a gameplay video. And it's an RTS. I'm like, no, you took everything from me.
And yet he still signed up for the Kickstarter.
No, I didn't. No, I was too late for the Kickstarter. Kickstarter was
I was joking. Like you were like balls deep into it. Yes, this is my game. This is my Brawlhalla, Jake. I'm gonna play the shit out of this game. I'm gonna fucking make all these. I'm gonna commentate during tournaments.
Hey, I did it. Hey,
I know you did.
Hey,
I was there when you did it.
My YouTube YouTube, which is basically all that. Still pops off every once in a while. It's kind of crazy. It's like, man, this game's 6 years old. Who is still playing this? Apparently, people get it on sale and they're like, oh, I'm having trouble beating this mission. I get embarrassed going back and watching those videos, those walkthroughs, because
Hey, everybody,
I fast forwarded them.
hey, everybody starts somewhere. You got to start somewhere.
Yeah. Well, and I was also rendering them on that laptop using, I think, iMovie. And
I'm surprised that laptop still even works.
that laptop, I fucked it up again. I did driver booster, and when you driver booster those drives, it gets rid of the sound. And so and so I've fixed it multiple times, but every time I break it, I forget how I fix it. So it takes me a few weeks to figure it out again. So I have to figure out the sound, but it still runs really good. The only thing that you might need to help me clear some memory on it, because I've deleted basically everything off of that app wise. And it's like, I'm full. Help me.
Did you upgrade to Windows 11?
I think so.
Windows 11 is a fucking thirsty little bitch.
It's a big.
We can clean it for you.
It's a big little bit, but yeah, I cleared everything. And it was like, Dad, it beeped to me. It's like, Daddy, help.
Yeah, it's calling for its daddy, and you won't give him back. You're keeping him locked in your basement.
But man, I did everything. I can't believe that laptop would run that game and OBS recording that game at the same time.
Well, I mean, what you're talking about, the one that I gave you, right?
Yeah.
To use. When I got that laptop for work, it was a $1,200 laptop.
I couldn't and looking back, because I remember I did like a before the American DLC came out, I did a 7-minute recap video, kind of like how IGN, when a new game in a series comes out, they'll do a 5-minute recap of Devil May Cry. I did that, and I've gone back to watch it in the last few years, and it was really choppy, and I was like, oh, that's why this didn't pop off. It's choppy as fuck.
Post-production.
We'll fix it in post. But yeah, so you get the train through, you steal a train, you take it to Kolno, which, by the way, that train mission, still really good mission, where you're just trying to guide your train to the city while avoiding the enemy. You get to Kolno, you find out your uncle is actually there to basically set off a false flag operation to make it look like the Rushviettes. So basically, he is giving weapons to Polanians in the hopes that they'll be gunned down, so it will basically start a new conflict. And he plays right into Zubov's hand, because Zubov's like, that's exactly what we wanted to. And they're like, Rushviet? Not Rushviet, Fenris. And so this is the first time you hear Fenris. Mikhail shows up to save the day, but it's too late because, well, damn, I'm going to spoil this for you, but oh well, you should have played. Your uncle gets shot fucking dead, and it's one of those scenes that like happens out of nowhere. It's a very violent death. It's a very quick, violent death. And you're like, holy shit, they just killed the best mech in the game. Holy shit. Holy fuck. And yeah, you end up showing down with Zubov. You have to go capture him. It's Anna Mikhail. And that mission's really good, because you're just kind of recapturing the city piece by piece. And eventually you have to go up the center of the city, like the main street, to take on Zubov. And this is one of those moments where I'm like, okay, all I need to do is kill this guy. So I need to kill this guy as fast as possible. Anytime you see him on screen, you're like, in either mission that he's in, you're like, I have to kill him immediately to end this, or this is going to take forever. And you kill him, capture him, and then, well, you try to capture him, and then he's freed by this little cyborg guy, and it turns out to be Anna's brother, who's been missing for 5 years, who left to go fight in the war. But he's a little cyborg now, little cyborg freak. And that's where Polania leaves off. I still think this is my second favorite part of the camp. This is my second favorite faction of the campaign. I think my favorite faction is Saxony, both on the campaign side and just gameplay wise. But I'll dig into that a little bit later on those weeks. Josh, do you have any questions? I know you haven't read the material yet.
I have not. So obviously I have to do Poland.
Yes.
Who is our next group?
So you'll do Poland, which most of their missions are tutorial based, but once you get into the back half, it's just very action heavy.
Hmm.
Uh, when you have Uncle Lek, by the way, anytime you have Uncle Lek in your mission, use him. He's going to be your beefy boy. He's going to destroy just about everything.
Okay.
So then after Polania, we do Rushviet, which they have, their missions are more stealth based,
Okay.
which can be annoying. There are a few where I'm like, ugh, this sucks. I hate
I
this.
feel about that with it being a strategy game, but I know every strategy game has it. Like, oh, it's gonna be nighttime and you're gonna have to do this. And technically, you don't have suppressors, but you just gotta kill these guys before they get to certain things.
Well, and you don't fail them. There is one infamously where if you get caught, you fail the mission because you're sneaking into like a party. And I don't think there's any mech combat in that one at all. You're just sneaking about to discover Fenris. And but yeah, the rest of them are just very stealth based, very annoying. You're basically helping, you're investigating Zubov because the Tsar, Russia's Tsar Nicholas sent you to investigate Zubov, who you believe is not working under Rushviet's best. Is not working for Rushviet. So you're basically investigating him while doing terrible things the entire time. And it is interesting how the missions start to interact and interconnect. And the timeline does get a little muddy. Just know that most of Rushviet takes place before Polania until it doesn't.
I figured they all intertwine in some way.
Yeah, and I just enjoy the mechs, figure out what works best, and don't sleep on Shmally kiting. Kiting is fun.
Last question, a little off topic, but still on the topic of strategy games. And honestly, King Art Games, are you getting their next game?
Yeah, it comes out in a few weeks.
Yeah.
I'm gonna buy a copy.
For those unaware, Warhammer 40,000 Dawn of War 4, September 17th for Windows.
Before you ask,
only.
yes, you need to play Warhammer 1 through 399,999K to understand what's going on.
No, we're all fucked.
It's a good dad joke. I'm sorry. I am excited for that. I also forgot Anna has a bear, Wojtek, which is apparently based on a real bear in the war. Yeah. Go read a book. Go crack open a book. But yeah, I am going to check out I'm going to check out DOW4. Hopefully a lot of people do. And then King Art Games gets a bunch of money and they can be like, yeah, we're doing Iron Harvest 2, bitches.
I guess I'll need to see what the gameplay looks like for the first 3. I mean, obviously that was done by Relic Entertainment.
I think all you have to do is play 2. I don't think 1 is just old, and then 3, people really hate 3.
I just want to get at least a sense of like what I might get into. Like obviously 2 different companies developing it, so like I get it, but I would like at least an idea. Like I know enough Warhammer to at least know lore, but I would want to know more as far as like, is it going to be super like fucking hardcore StarCraft, or is this going to be laid back Halo War? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I just hope it does really well, and then King Art Games can be like, fuck it, we ballin'. Iron Harvest 2, here we come.
I mean, what, this is the first game since last Iron Harvest, which was 2020, so 6 years.
Maybe.
I'm double checking here. Yeah, Iron Harvest 2020, Warhammer 2026, and then back in 2017 they did Black Mirror.
Sure, yeah. Gothic adventure horror game developed by King Art Games, published by THQ Nordic, is a reboot of the Black Mirror series, a trilogy of point-and-click games from Microsoft Windows, sometimes referred to as Black Mirror 4. So not the Black Mirror you were thinking, not Netflix's Black Mirror.
I love the fact that before that they did the Book of Unwritten Tales.
Oh man, they've got a nice little 15-year history going here.
Oh, good for them.
Again,
I'm happy for them.
Comes out September 17th, so about a month and some change. I'm excited. I'm probably gonna play that day one. This Thursday,
which means I'll get to play it day one.
Oh yeah. Well, that's all on Polania. We'll have more on that. We'll probably once we start getting through more of the factions, there'll be a little more to discuss about the previous ones as well. But we'll leave it there. We'll come back next week and we'll do Rushviet. Hope you guys like tagging along with that. I love this game. I could talk about this game for ages. And I will. I'll keep talking about this game till the day I die.
Is this a game that I'll be able to get all the achievements in the campaign?
Pretty close. Pretty close. There might be some numbered ones where it's like, hey, you have to set 100 people on fire with flamethrowers, which there are some. There are flamethrower units. There's a flamethrower mech for Rouge Viet. It's gonna be close. I don't think any of them are online. It's been 6 years though, so I don't know.
It's play 500 matches or missions.
Yeah, so yeah.
Win 100 skirmish matches. Defeat 100 units with a flamethrower squad. Yeah, so for the most part, it looks like everything. Oh, brute force. Win a match by destroying all enemy HQs.
Yeah, there's some where I might have to hop on and play with you, and I might have to let you win, but I'd be nice about it.
I will fucking get that blue ribbon, and I will beat you.
It's a good blue ribbon. It took me like a year to unlock it. There was one that I don't know if it was glitched or I was just doing a terrible job with it. I'd have to go back and look at it. But let's get out of here. Let's say our bits. Everyone, you can find me over on Blue Sky at nickhoffman.com. It's also my website where you can find my writing from sites like hwoodtimes.com and the GG Tribune. That's ggtribune.com. Those are the entertainment news, satire, and video game satire sites that I co-founded and write for. You can also find me on Twitch and YouTube at nickfatnight. And hey, my sketch album finally came out. I might have mentioned it last week, but go check that out on Bandcamp. It is called Memoirs and Manifestos. If you just look up Nick Kaufman on Bandcamp, SoundCloud, YouTube, I will pop up with that. And yeah, go give it a listen. And if you like it enough, maybe put a little bread in my jar on the Bandcamp. Someone's already given. I've gotten a few bucks over there already, so that was nice. That was nice to have a few bucks, which immediately, like, the money went into PayPal, and then I went to go check, and PayPal was like, "Oh shit, we used that to pay something else." It's like, oh fuck,
fuck.
Josh, where can everybody find you?
You can find me anywhere and everywhere, and I'm Josh Saying.
Sweet, and we're both going to get our Game of the Year so far list up on the website on smashinggametime.com. We promise. We promise.
We're not George R.R. Martin. We will have it. It will come.
But just like George R.R. Martin, we might be a little depressed. Might be just depressed a smidge. Small. But we're describing food just as much as he is because we love food. It's good stuff. Thank you, as always, to Alex Marvin Clark for our intro and outro song, Hunt Him Down. We have a link to his SoundCloud down in the show notes. Go check his stuff out. Thank you, Alex. Everyone, this has been Smashing Game Time. We hope you had a smashing great time. We'll see each and every one of you next time.